Good morning, my name is Guerman Goutorov. I'm the owner of Streit Group. It's actually, I'm only probably one private owner of such a company, the size of the company. Most of the defense companies not privately owned, they're stock exchange markets and so on, or semi-government. So that makes our company very unique and very different. With all experience we gathered over 25 years, we actually trying to fit our experience and needs from the client and build the car as they like. Okay, so if you look at our model line, and just in this exhibition we got 15 vehicles. I don't think so anybody else got so many. And why? Because we're trying to, again, where we work with the clients, especially in Africa, the soldiers or policemen, they're not really trained. It's a low educated people sometimes. And what we need to do, build a machine which will work for them. Okay, it has to be cost effective, number one, friendly use. If you install all digital touch screens and all that kind of stuff, I'm sorry, in the jungle that doesn't work. And it has to work. It has to take you from point A to Z. It has to protect you. It has to give you off-road capability. It has to give you easy maintenance. Lots of suppliers are doing delivery to Africa, and after 2-3 months, the government stuck with the vehicles which is not working for several reasons, maybe some minor reason, but there's nobody can fix them. So all our range of the vehicles are very, very friendly to use. We also not just doing sale, that's not our main mission. Our mission is vehicles must be ready 24 hours for whatever they has to be. So training, maintenance package, parts, that's what after sales support, that's main stuff. Africa and Middle East, that's our two main markets, okay? And why? You can see there's more and more trouble happening with the oil prices and economy. People are really start to worry about their salaries and level of the life, and that creates internal problems. And of course the neighborhoods with all terrorists, Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram and so on, they're still working very fine against that. They kick out Boko Haram from Nigeria, but he found another spot somewhere in Cameroon. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to prevent this. If they know the country is strong, if they know they have beautiful border patrols, they are secured, they will not go there. They will find somebody else more weaker. If they see their security is not in the place, that's the paradise for them. And Africa coming through several elections this year and next year, and all those elections can be tragical and can create a civil war in the future. And we're trying to help the government to control that and prevent any casualties. So our goal now is no lethal weapons in the vehicles. There is a system like a water cannon, sound cannon, laser cannon, barricade systems which can stop the riots. And you have to show that border patrol is number one. So you can do an action in a peaceful way. You don't have to go and riot. And that's what actually makes us probably different. In this exhibition we brought 5 new models, and of course that's what we're looking at the threat level. Political situation changes and we're affecting very quickly. And again, I'm the privately owned company, I can do decisions immediately. And we redesign the vehicles as per customer request. We're not telling them this is the vehicle, you have to buy it. No, we're going to find out what do you want? What's the mission for it? What's the number of the troops? What's the environment is going to go? And then we'll give you right advice and we tailor it for you. No, I guess that's the difference between us and somebody else. And of course, we as privately owned, we're very aggressive in the marketing, and I think we're selling good amount of vehicles. Last year we sold almost 1,000 vehicles, and we are triggering, of course, attention from our competition and so on. So there's so many rumors about Streit, and you can see.
Demonstration is now over.
Streit.
Everyone must leave the area now so that normal operations may continue. Anyone continuing to demonstrate will be arrested and detained for a minimum of 24 hours.
Wow.
Again, the demonstration is now over. Anyone impeding normal traffic will be arrested by...
Wow, that's interesting. We're bringing a lot of attention, and I think we are going to the size of the large company. Our turnover is over 200 million. There's rumors all over the place, and I like rumors. You know why? Because if people doesn't talk about Streit, it means we're not doing good job. We're not interested. So if people are talking about good or bad, that's good. So we bringing attention, and that's what we like. So any other questions?
So last year you recorded 2,000 vehicle sales.
1,000.
Sorry, 1,000. And your primary focus is Middle East. Getting into the African market, you are making serious inroads into the African market, or have you already started to make large sales?
No, we already been selling in Africa for the last 10 years. It's easy to say which country we didn't solve it. But what we are doing now, we're taking different approach. Okay, we're trying to find solution. Situation is not that great in financial side in Africa. Most of the countries, 60 to 80% been dependent on oil prices, and of course now it's not. So we're trying to see solution, a financial solution, payment plans, see if we can rebuild our existing equipment, modify it, and so on. So we have until oil price will go back, the budgets will be low, so we have to work on it. But same time speaking, we still have to provide the security. We have to still try to save the lives in difficult situations.
So cost effective and flexible, but
Yes.
you can
That's
adjust.
correct. Exactly right.
Perfect.
Do you see a difference in demand between sort of military vehicles and policing?
Yes, I would say, again, it may be because of the budgets. I don't see too much interest in 8x8 or 6x6. It's more coming to the light armored vehicle, okay? And as you see, there is no really war, like, country go against another country and it's stuck for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, except the Syria. It is insurgents or, some terrorists, some groups of the people, they come and go. You really don't need something in the trucks, cost of the tanks and the 8x8 is tremendous. So you need something fast, good off-road, and save from just simple weapons. Of course, some countries get threat level for the mines and the ID devices. So that's a different. That's why we have a different range. So some areas will provide some more heavy vehicles, MRAPs. That's where they go. And some areas you don't have to waste this much money. So you just go with light armored vehicles.
What is your most popular vehicle for counterinsurgency type work?
It's hard to say.
Or I suppose yeah.
Let's say in African market, probably the light armored vehicles, such as Cougar, Cobra, Spartan. That's more common. Middle East is more in the heavy vehicles, but customer to customer is different. Depends on their fleet existing, depends on the supply chain for the parts and so on. So training, ability to drive. Some of the countries right-hand drive, so we limited to some different models. So it is different, but Africa is more Toyota-based vehicles.
I have one last question.
No, go ahead.
So, for someone watching Streit in the African market, like, what would be your message to them, or something you think would be useful to watch?
Sorry, what's that?
So, for someone watching kind of the armored car market in Africa, what would your advice be to them, or like,
What's my advice would be? Don't overcomplicate the things. Okay, make it simple. Make it simple, robust, workable. Okay. Those countries, they don't need something super sophisticated. Make it simple, it will work. If you overcomplicate, it won't work. Even we redesign our ride control vehicle. We simplified to the nothing. Basically, small touch screen. You push the button, it goes. So otherwise, so many switches like in a helicopter cockpit, you're gonna get lost, and it might be broken of misusage. So make it simple. That's the key.